Well, I thought I'd do a bit of a shop update. Got a couple things going on. I'm trying to get this Fox body finished up, down to the last little things, and I just keep losing motivation to work on it. But I got a bunch of exhaust parts. I got a 10-foot piece of pipe. So I'm going to cobble together an exhaust system on it. And right now I'm just using flex pipe for the crossover. And as soon as I get it running, I'm going to drive it to an exhaust shop and just have them replace that little piece there. Have them bend up a crossover and just attach it to the rest that I will have already made. But that way I don't have to tow it, because that's going to suck. So other than that, hasn't changed a whole lot, I don't think, since the last video. Got the fans mounted. Couple little things, but we're getting there. One of these days it'll be on the road. Haven't made a video of the 65 in a long time, but that's still sitting. I'm waiting to have the space and money to basically redo the whole car all at once and just do it all right and be done and have it finished. So that's why that's been sitting. Car still starts up and runs just fine. It was running really well right before I put it away. So anyways, I'm building a new engine for it. Regular old small block. It's going to have a pile of really good goodies in it. So that's going to be really fun. Going to finally have a fast car. See how long I stay out of trouble with that. But got a 9-inch center chunk all set up here. I'm just setting the backlash and getting it dialed in. Got a fancy new aftermarket housing, aftermarket axles. Got it all set up to still use the exploder disc brakes in the back, just to keep it simple. I was going to convert it back to drum brakes in the rear, but the stuff works and discs are really easy to set up, so with that in mind, I'm just leaving it the way it is for now. So yeah, I'm putting the engine together. Got the rear axle pretty much ready to go in, and got a whole boatload of small parts to go on it. So just going through all my stuff, getting all the 65 parts organized all in one area so I know what I've got. The messy bay is still the messy bay. Got my Maytag washing machine collection there. Got a little work done on them. So I've been using those two for my laundry. And I got one of these. This one has the water pump. So I got that one cleaned up and almost ready to go. I ordered a distributor cap for this thing. This is a spare engine for the dump truck. This is a 1937 International HD 232. This was basically the predecessor to the Green Diamond, which is what is in the truck right now. It's got an older engine than what it would have originally had. But anyways, this is a spare engine I picked up. It was cheap and it was complete. It's got a 4-speed. So picked it up a while ago and it just has a cracked distributor cap. But it did fire. It just wasn't firing on more than one cylinder because the cap was cracked and shorting out. So figure I'll get this all cleaned up, get it running. That way I'll for sure have a good running spare engine for the dump truck. So got that on order. I bought a new electric random orbit sander, and I'm going over this 58 here. I don't want to burn up my air compressor running the DA because it's really not, my compressor's really not meant to run a DA constantly. So got the electric one, so now I can run it all day and not worry about it. So I'm going to get this all smoothed out. I thought I found a dipstick tube for my transmission. I ordered it and then the eBay seller canceled my order. I don't know if they misplaced it or if they already sold it or what, but So I'm still on the hunt for a stupid dipstick tube, but other than that, I've got all the main bits to put it together. So got a couple of projects going on with my tools. Gonna build some stands for my grinders and stuff. I'm gonna convert this to a floor model drill press. I'm just gonna get a piece of pipe and turn it into the floor model so that I have 2 floor models and I can set them up for different things and have them always ready to go. Got the oil pan off this 8BA flathead. I figured if I'm going to trip over it, I might as well make sure that it's good and worth tripping over. So got the oil pan off and don't see any cracks yet. I've been wire wheeling it and cleaning it up. So we'll see if it's any good. Hopefully it is. Got the sludge here still in it. This is why you always change the oil before you start an old car. That is the consistency of paint. And that's not just because it's cold. That's all the sludge in it from it being non-detergent oil, which is designed to put all the particles and crap in the bottom of the pan. And then part of your maintenance is to scrape all the crap out of the bottom of the pan regularly. So, anyways, been working on that a little bit. Just a bunch of little stuff. I'm kind of abandoning the 37 Plymouth project. This thing's just too incomplete to really build. I could build it, but it would be a financial suicide mission. I could buy 2 or 3 complete cars for what it would cost to piece this one together. So I'm going to make it roll, and it's going to be some pretty wicked yard art. And that's about it for now. I think I'm going to try and find a 5-window coupe to build. I really like these 4-door sedans, but I've got 4 of them now, and I would really like a coupe. So, but either way, whatever I do with it, it's better than this thing sitting on a riverbank. So that's that. May or may not build some like bolt-on Nerf bars for it and stuff, and maybe throw an engine in it and build like a vintage style stock car just to putz around the yard with. But that's another project. And I counted and I had, I think, 18 cars at one point this summer. I got too many projects, so I'm not going to deal with that right now. It's just going to be yard art. But anyways, that's that. So that's why there hasn't been any videos on it. So I'm going to pull this engine back out. The engine will get used, and that'll be that. I'm going through all my parts here. Got all my small block, go fast stuff. So finally going through all my boxes of little parts. So I'm going to get everything organized and hopefully be able to start knocking out some projects. Been stripping this 47 Chrysler. This car was wrecked and it was sitting in a salvage yard. So pulling the drivetrain out of it. Body's junk, unfortunately, but I can use literally every single good piece on this one. Put it on my 48, which has a really nice body but no drivetrain. So got the Spitfire 6. And I believe that's an M5 or M6 semi-automatic transmission with a fluid coupling. I've been looking for one of those and finally got one, so that's pretty cool. I'm excited to get that working. Got the dash out of it. Spent like 2 hours getting the thermocouple out of the cylinder head for the temp gauge. But I managed to get that out without breaking it. So the dash is all good. Temp gauge even still works. At one point, I don't see how it could have been the wind, but the amp gauge started fluttering when I was messing with it, with pulling the dash out. So apparently it wants to live, so that's what we're going to try and do here. Get this thing going again. In the other body, so got that going. I'm gonna try and get this stripped ASAP. I'm gonna do a video on this dump truck here soon. I think I have a video of it running, but I never did an overview on it. So I've got it running and driving it. Drives to town and back just fine. And here we've got all my 65 parts in here. A couple spare top loaders and 9-inch rear end parts. All my 65 stuff and all my Go Fast stuff. It's going to be all organized in here, so may or may not still put the ramps in it and store the car in here. Not sure on that yet, but anyways, just getting organized.